So after almost 4 months waiting for this machine, is finally here. The new Condor XC Twins cutting machine with AI recognition and double cutter. Let's start opening this up and see what we got in this box. Box is a little bit beat up, so it's been a long trip for it. So we'll see what we have here. Okay, let's open this up and let's take a look at this. This is kind of like an inspection sheet. I'm assuming, not sure. This is the handbook, instruction, the manual. It's pretty nice, really colorful, really details, a lot of pictures or screenshots. This is, I think, one sheet of paper, perhaps with simpler instructions, maybe so we can start the machine or something. Here we have a nice brush. It looks nice. I love the colors. Let's get this thing out of here. Let's put it on the side. Let's throw away this box. Okay, let's move this to the middle. Thing is heavy, as usual. See, it's a Condor right here. I like it. So let's open this thing up. And voila. Here you go. The new XC Twins with AI recognition and double cutter. So let's put it on the table right here. Okay, so let's start seeing and checking out what it comes in the box. So let's open this package right here. And here is a driver, I guess. This is what you call this. I'm not sure. This is the tool that you use to replace the cutters. Let's see what else we have in this little bag right here. So it looks like we have a bunch of cutters here. So let's get them out and see what we got. Okay, let's take a look at this. I mean, I'm a little bit OCD, so I'm gonna try to align these perfectly. Everything looking at the same angle, so we can all read the same thing in the same position. And okay, I drop one. Let's grab this. Okay, let's line them up the best we can. And you will see different quarters here with different purposes, if you will. So we will review these later on when we install them. We have our first clamp. This is the M5. So we get an eye for something so we can open this thing. Let's cut it right here. Let's see what we got. And yes, this is the M5. As a automotive locksmith, this perhaps it will be the clamp that we will use the most. So we have the A side and B side. So let's put this aside and let's see what else it comes in the package. Here are the stopper and also a couple of test keys. You will need these keys to calibrate the machine. So here is the stopper and the couple of keys that comes with the set. You have to use these later on to calibrate the machine. Let's see what else we have. We have another clamp. This is the M3. This is for more high security keys. Let's open this up. And the clamp, as you can see, it's kind of like two parts of it. This is the 3B side. And this is just the other side, the 3A. Let's see what we have on the side. This is the electrical cord. This one, as you probably know, it is not battery power, so you need an electrical power at all times. Let's see what else we have. We have another clamp right here. Completely honest, I'm not sure what is this clamp for. Never used it before, never seen it before. So I don't do residentials. Oh, this is important. This is the key, if you will, that you need to use to calibrate the AI system of the machine. So you need these two. It will take different pictures and so forth. So this is the M6 clamp. So like I said, never used it before. Not sure for what the purpose is, but it comes with the set. Let's rip off the plastic here, and there you go. Here's the machine, nice and pretty. Let's get it out of here. Say, drop this on the floor, on the table, line them up, make sure it doesn't fall to the ground. We don't want to do that. Push it in a little bit, and here you go. Okay, so before we start, let me put the clamp, the M5. Like I said, we do locksmith services specifically for vehicles. So this is the clamp that we will use the most. The installation is super easy. Just slide it in, tighten them up, and we're good to go. You can loosen them up a little bit if you want to swap between A and B position. Right here, there's kind of like a rubber band right here. You have to make sure you remove them before you start putting the cutters in. So you have two right here. Just remove them both. And you will put cutters on the corners, left and right. And in the middle, you will keep your tracer. Just put the first cutter right here. I should have put this before I installed the clamp, but now it is what it is. Let's use the driver to tie them up, the one that comes with the machine itself. Like I said, I should have put this before I put the clamps, but now we have to deal with it because I just don't want to remove the clamp. Let's tie them up real good. And then let's put the last quarter on the left. So let's turn on the machine right here on the side. I already went ahead and log into my account, but it's pretty simple. Whenever you turn it on, just put your username and password. And if you don't have an account, you can create an account real simple right there. So I already did that just to take something out of the video. So I already gonna put my 4-digit PIN, and this is the main menu. So here I have a 2024 Toyota RAV4, and this is the original key. And we have a blank right here. And I want to run a couple of tests because the key setting or the key feature of the machine is the AI recognition of the actual key whenever you're copying a key. So this is the system that I want to test, since all the other features are pretty much the same as the older versions. This is kind of like the upgrade of this machine in particular. So let's go ahead. So let's choose the AI recognition. More than likely, if you're doing keys for vehicle, it's going to be the first choice right here. And then because I honestly don't know, so I'm going to choose the A clamp. This is the one that I have here. And then I'm going to press recognize the key. And then here, it will go and do its thing. It's going to use the probe to go around the key, still trying to identify the key. And then after a while, it's going to go and take some pictures. And then after the pictures are taken, it's pretty much done. And you can see here, that's the illustration that it gave me. So I press OK. You can actually modify that card. If you don't like the illustration, you can make some adjustment to it, but I'm not gonna mess with that. So I'm gonna just press OK and follow along. And then I'm gonna remove the original key. And then I'm gonna put a new blank on it and see if this actually works. Let's close the lid. Let's press cut key. And then it's going to the process of cutting the key based on the pictures and the images that it took. So it doesn't only take the pictures, it's actually used the probe as well. It is a combination of both, the probe and the picture. And the pictures, because it's multiple pictures, not just one picture. And then it's cutting the key. Okay, it's done. Cut is completed. So let's clean this up a little bit. Let's remove it. Let's go ahead and compare the cuts. They look pretty similar to me. I'm not so sure 100%. It looks like it's a little bit too deep, but it may work, it may not. We will test these on the vehicle shortly, but it doesn't look that bad. So what am I gonna do now is I'm gonna make the same cut, but I'm gonna use a different approach. I'm gonna go through the traditional method of identifying the original key. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna use the traditional method too. Like you normally would, you go to automotive, go by make, model, and year, and I wanna compare both cuts to see if they work, and I'm gonna test both methods to see if they're both efficient. As you can see, this one is a little bit more longer. I have to find, the make, model, year, what kind of key I have. The AI recognition was a little bit more simpler and faster, but I just want to show you both ways to do it and then compare them to see if we have the same results. So here we arrive to the old way, if you will. And I realized that it's telling me that this particular key has to be on the B position. And with the AI recognition, I did it on the A position. So this raises a question for me. Was the AI recognition wrong? Is that key is gonna work or not? Because this one is telling me that I should have the B position on the clamp. So we'll find out shortly. So let's recognize the key. And it's gonna go through the process like a regular machine would, using the probe to identify the cut of the key. Okay, it's being completed. It's done. Let's remove the original key. Let's put another blank. And let's cut this one. Okay, it's done. The cut is completed. Let's take a look at it. Link this up. And now let's compare the keys. This is the original key on my left. And on the right, I have the recently cut key with the B side of the clamp. They look pretty similar to me. I still think the cut is a little bit too deep as well, but here you can see the three keys, original on the left, on the middle is with the B clamp, and on the right, far right, is with the A clamp. So we'll go outside and test these and make sure that they work on the vehicle. So let's start with the one that we caught with the A side of the clamp and see if it works. So let's give it a shot. Let's go in. Yeah, it looks like it worked. It opens and closes normally without any problems. So it does look like the A clamp works, even though when we went through the long process, he actually told us that we should use the B clamp. So this is the one that we cut with the B clamp, or the B side of the clamp. Let's give it a shot. And there you go. It opens and closes too. So apparently it doesn't matter whether you use the A side or the B side of the clamp. Here's the original key. We're gonna try to open and close the vehicle. And it does open and closes. So maybe it doesn't matter whether we use the A side or the B side, it still works. So the AI definitely works, and it's a little bit faster than the old-fashioned way. So I'm excited. So I hope that you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave your comments at the bottom, and stay safe out there, and I will see you on the next one.